Welcome, everyone. We're here to celebrate Fyre Jean's new book, All Healing Heals All, the chapbook, the first offering in this series.
So greetings, Anin, bonjour. Just landing in a great deal of respect and gratitude for the beauty of this day and all of what it took to get here to this time, in this place, in this space of being able to offer this medicine, this all healing heals all. Just a great deal of gratitude for sharing and sharing together the reMatriating of our ancestral medicines. For the just gratitude for the generosity of the hosts, our Indigenous people of Turtle Island, and in particular the Mi'kmaq people of the territory that I'm currently working, playing, and praying on. I just want to also offer respect and gratitude to all of my teachers and my elders, many of whom originated from the northern homelands, the Métis homelands of northern Manitoba, and also the Red River territories. But also I have lived and worked across Canada and some places around Turtle Island and also the world. And so my teachers have come from many places and spaces, and so do my teachings, and are now integral weave within this offering. Deep gratitude for this honor to be at this stage and place and time in my life where I feel ready. I feel unmuted, we might say, and ready to offer this love to you, this outpouring of awe and love and beauty and blessings, but also of anger and of, wow, like what is happening here on Earth Mother? And feeling a need to put a call out to each and every one of you to rise to the occasion of, how can we create FutureFullNess for our descendants? That's really what we're here for. I'm just going to read my introduction to myself and my lineage. We are Fyre Jean Graveline, we who keep fire in the lake. We are blessed to have Cree, Anishinaabe, Orcadian, and French elders, ancestors, relatives, and descendants. We were raised on a Pasquiat Cree territory, nestled between the North Saskatchewan River and Grace Lake, near the Pas, known as Gateway to Manitoba's northern bush country. It was once a fur trader post, and then in my youth became a man camp, and is now still a mill town. The Pas is known for two things: sadly, the conspiracy of silence and the murder of Helen Biddy Osborne, a peer of mine, and proudly, northern Manitoba's Trappers Festival. I just want to acknowledge with deep gratitude and love the nourishment and support that we receive every day from our ancestors, from all my relatives, all our relatives, in blood and in spirit, who have inspired, motivated, guided us to live always as a rebel, always as a sister, a change maker, a revolutionary, some say a troublemaker. And these are all titles that we are proud to embrace, to reclaim in the honorable traditions of our Métis ancestors, most notably Louis Riel. And I'm going to offer an image called Sacred Medicines Speak. It's a form of art I call the eco-bricolage, which is the layering of natural materials with intention. deep, watery blue spiral plate, reverently covered with sacred ancestral cedar, harvested respectfully. May we always offer reciprocity, tobacco, love, gratitude, and acknowledge trees' resiliencies and our deep interdependence. Sunny yellow bowl placed next, filled with fluffy usnea, gratefully received in last winds. Beeswax candle lit as sacred fire in center. May we keep our fires lit, even in strong winds. Placing 7 smooth, white crystal stones for our teachers, our grandmothers, our matriarchs, our guides, and our gatherings. Surrounding securely with sweetest smelling sweetgrass braid. May we always remember sweetness, kindness as our medicine. Sprinkling with dried sunflower blossoms, may we remember hope blooms. We remember we are here to reMatriate, to heal for generations to come, and to remember we are kin. All healing heals all. I'm going to read just a little bit of the note to readers. Be aware. Creative word bricolaging ahead. Welcome to Life as Medicine, where we engage in healing arts, hearts, arts for radical transformation, purposefully flowing, flowering within reMatriation, ending all dominations. Wait, never heard of reMatriation? We reMatriate by returning to Mother. Honoring divine powers of creation, we recognize and visibilize historical and contemporary unjust conditions of patriarchy. We seek to reStory gender balance, gender fluidity, queerness, to strengthen Indigenous, racialized, women-bodied girls. We honor ancestral, matriarchal, oral traditions. We remember. Words spoken are shared breath, shared sacred breath. We write like we are speaking. We are heartfully sharing our breath. We encourage all to read aloud, to listen deeply, respectfully, open widely to receive our fully prayerful intention. We invite you to read deeper, listen deeper, to reMatriate, to connect, to uncover, emerge, nurture, and nourish. Here, we do not repatriate. We do not recolonize. We do not explore or discover, evolve, take, use, or surrender. Actually, the Métis never surrender. We notice self and other as classic, colonial, heteropatriarchal dichotomizing. Polarization reinforces all dominations. Privileges in divide dualisms and ignores relationalities. Flowing with ancestral reMatriated realities, no living being is other, not othered, not objectified, not diminished as less than. not owned, not our property, not used. We, our bodies, our knowledges, our life givers, our children, our ceremonies, our lands, our Earth Mother, our shared cosmos are not resources for extraction, capitalizing, profiting. Reweaving our web requires understanding that all beings are relatives. We are all kin. We all share breath, air. We are all currently cohabitating with Earth Mother within one shared cosmos. I'm just going to read another little tiny bit from there. Welcome to a wild ride. Sniff down multiple trails. Like any dream, vision, ceremony, elder's story, or spiritual healing, don't expect simple or straightforward, immediately gratifying or understandable. reMatriating our life as our medicine requires noticing signs, opening to intuiting, and translating messages. Be aware. We will all need to pause, breathe, smudge, ground, earth, regularly reflecting, arting, writing, and seeking eagle vision are highly recommended. We will offer some suggestions as we go. These are not regimented requirements to resist. We offer practices to flow with, to grow with, as we journey together, recreating kinness with kindness. We will offer, in the longer work, Trickster's top 13 tips for enhancing our sustainabilities, for staying alive, surviving, and thriving as transformers in troubled times. And I raise a few questions. Well, Trickster does, really. How can we continue to have hope for a future fullness for our descendants, for the generations to come, in the midst of escalating recolonization, escalating repatriation, and currently climate catastrophe, calamities are continuously reoccurring, created and inflated within our visibly collapsing systemic structures, and are combined with the heavy burden of intergenerational ancestral transmissions of collective woundings of our past. How do we keep going? How do we stay motivated, want to continue to challenge and make changes? How do we sustain resisting struggles of recovery, decolonization, and resurgence in midst of all that happens to us and our relatives to exhaust us, to keep us down, and to keep our minds off of reMatri artivist, working, playing, and praying? As Lakota elder Joseph Marshall advises, one step on the path will lead to another and another. Just begin and keep going. And so we offer that as Trickster tip number 1. We start where we are, take one step, and then another. We remember we can do it. That's from a 13 Moons series. We can do it together. And so this particular piece is blueberry, beet, and turmeric. with a little bit of bean paint added. Blueberry pore spirals around and around, print and scratch, all at once. Bear hide, stretches, sacred pause, journey all around. 13 moons, our lodge keeper said, and 28 steps. We start where we are, we take one step, and then another, and another. We remember, we can do it together. Trickster teaches, change is always happening, even as we speak, even as we sleep. And not all changes are in flow with honoring our life as our medicine or our life givers. Talk about an understatement. Given our current conditions. So we do offer some opening suggestions, and I'm not going to do too much there. I'll just maybe do the opening invite in. We suggest opening steps as we continue our shared journey, rooting, grounding, centering, and arting. Always arting before, during, and after. So feel free, if you're inspired right now, to take up some materials and begin your arting adventure. So always arting before, during, and after, reading, listening to, collaborating with and within all Life as Medicine offerings. We slow down, breathe, prepare to receive gifts of sacred time, space, and place, to connect, to relate, to reflect within images, poetic flows, teachings, practices, pathways, circles, ceremonies, gatherings. We invite all to embody, to experience, to live our life as our medicine, to live all healing heals all, to live, aha, let's enact healing together. We pause and notice, what is surfacing? Perhaps memories, emotions, embodied sensations, and/or gut reactions. We can experience feelings of connection or disconnection to certain colors, materials, motions, or sounds we choose or do not choose, to images, guides, messages that appear and are not visible or known. We can begin or end with any suggestion or with free space creations, with choice of colors, materials, motions, or sounds as inspired, depending on whatever is surfacing or is remaining unknowable. I think I'll do Igniting Flame. It's just one of my personal favorites. With a name like Fiery, of course. Anything to do with the flames, I'm always in. So this is a ripped collage, another technique that we feature in the offerings. We offer sparks of resistance, placed intentionally, carefully, respectfully, on tinder, dry minds, hearts, spirits, bodies. We are seeking light. We are fanning, feeding flames, heat that heals. We pray with love and gratitude for reciprocities, generosities, resiliencies, with acknowledgement of our deep interdependence, our kinness, our kindness. May we continue to feed, tend, contain our inner and outer fires. May our ancestors, guides, and grandmothers support us to blossom, to catch fire, to passionately and sustainably burn for reMatriation, for indigenization, for social justice, for eco-kinness, and eco-kindness. May all heal, all generations before us, all beings yet to come, for Earth Mother, for all our relations, for our shared cosmos. May we always remember, all healing heals all. So that's another prayerful invocation. And I'm going to transition just into some of the more challenging material, just to give you a flavor of where we're going. Right before this, I riff on for quite a while about tree teachings, which if you were at the Mia's Treeways Forest, you already received that under the ancient apple, which was amazing. Instead of honoring ancient ancestral tree teachings, grounding deeply within Earth Mother as kin and being kind, and reaching up far for stars, the vastness of unknowability, our shared common sense has now become measurable, provable. Domination, extractivist world ecology proliferates through scientism, materialism, capitalism, industrialism, sexism, racism, ableism, Eurocentrism, in divide dualism, humanism. We understand all beings, Mother Earth, Grandmother Moon, star nations, trees, waters, all our relations, all living beings like us. We all have rights, responsibilities, and obligations to fulfill. Instead of flowing freely, fully able to be, all beings have been recrafted, drafted as resources to be extracted, resulting in the devastation of our sacred tribal homelands, all lands, and irreparable harm to all life. All harm harms all. All elemental energies that we rely upon for life, air, fire, water, and earth, are capitalized upon, as are we. Many relatives, plants, animals, birds, bees, all relations, humans, four-legged, swimmers, crawlers, flyers, trees and plants, stone and star peoples, are threatened with extinction. Help! Mega predators are eating creation. We are driving on dark back roads, unconsciously ignoring shadows, somehow believing we are safe in our little boxes, not noticing visible signs and symptoms, disaster, destruction. Meanwhile, all of creation is under attack by relentless, greedy colonizers, mega predators, patriarchal, reptilian dominators. Please turn on our headlights. We are called to acknowledge fundamental gender, cultural, spiritual, geographic, and material differences, disparities. Were initiated, exist, and are continuously heightened throughout and within colonial, patriarchal, heteronormative processes. Now, ever-widening gaps are more visible than ever before. We notice deep intersectional divides are reproduced daily. We notice who eats and who starves, who is safe comfortable, housed, sheltered, and who is houseless, homeless, cold and wet? Who is protected from violence and who is harassed by authorities? Who lives in gated communities and who lives by toxic dumps? Who can afford alternative treatments and who is tied to crashing care systems? Ultimately, deep intersectional divides determine who laughs and who cries, who lives and who dies. Achingly painful, visible acts of colonization are enacted today and every day. Reproducing extractivism, impacts are multiplying exponentially, reactivating all historical, intergenerational, collective, ecological woundings, and will naturally continue to produce and reproduce multiple forms of resistance, rebellion, resilience. Like earth, trees, ancestors, we are resilient, renewing, reknown. We encourage all to be more like earth, trees, ground, root, reach, get more radical. We welcome responsibility to enact change strategies, reconciliate actions. We reMatriate to reStory kinness, kindness, seeking to harmonize within our beings, within families, communities, nations, ecologies, between genders, clans, societies, systems, and structures, within all our relations for and with Earth Mother, for and with our ancestors and our descendants, within the interweave of universal, multiversal, cosmic energies. Women-bodied, queer, indigenous, racialized, and white settler ally peoples, locally and globally, are waking up, standing up, showing up. We are more frequently wondering, how can we entrust our health and wellness, our lives, our descendants to those whose ancestors willfully caused so much wounding and took and continue to take so much? Why would we trust? We are wondering how and what have hyper-individualistic patriarchal theories and practices changed? Why continue to ignore our interdependence with all our relations, Earth Mother and our shared cosmos? Why continue to remain strangely silent on our communal, spiritual, reciprocal obligations to our ancestors, to our descendants, to our Creator? We are implicating and challenging all languaging, tools, and processes knowingly and unintentionally weaponized to dominate, colonize, capture, missionize, assimilate, extract, pathologize, pacify, repatriate, negate, subjugate, denigrate, hate, violate. See Mother Earth cracking up, fracking up. Heavy-handed colonizers are blowing up, chopping down all around, carting away every day, grinding our bodies into unrecognizable bits. Dimwits. Trickster raven tells of doom and gloom. Cosmic order is being disordered. There is no more room. We say, no, no more violence, no more silence. Matriarchs around the world, young and old, meek and bold, we stand strong for and with our beloved Mother. There is no other ni mamas. As Heartivists, we are being called to share our divine gifts, to embrace our multidimensional powers of creativity, of creation, to respond truthfully, directly, respectfully, compassionately to pains and traumas of all beings, to embrace interdependence with our Earth Mother, who sustains all life. Our DNA is definitive. We are Earth. We are stars. Life as medicine echoes, reverberates, strengthens heartfelt messages of ancestors, elders, grandmothers and grandfathers, sisters and brothers. All healing heals all. We honor and express gratitude to all teachers who have shared gifts and words over the last many seasons, moons, and generations. We are here to reMatriate ancestral resiliencies for and with all beings, to become continually more amazed at gifts of creativity, radical courage, wisdom, love, and respect our ancestors are willing and able to share with us through us. Ancestral legacies are passed to us through our breath, our blood, through all of our senses, our embodiment, our feelings, our intuitions, our words, our creations, through our connections to our relatives, to Earth Mother, to all elemental, magical, and celestial energies. We hope to conspire and inspire all beings to become even more engaged in acts of reMatriation, to commit to creating everyday acts of rebelliousness, resistering, to courageously nurture and nourish all forms of creative resistance, and to desire ever deepening connections, kinness, kindness, interdependence for and with all beings, our ancestors, our Earth Mother, our cosmos, all our relations. Miigwech. This is from the end of the chapbook. Many seeds are planted, and we hope to inspire all to become more able to bring these knowledges out into our wider community and to our shared world. We welcome all to water, weed, and harvest suggestions, teachings, blessings, and wisdoms, to collaboratively resist, resister, dominant and dominating people, systems, and structures of oppression. In closing, we welcome all to join our reMatriation struggle, to hopefully glimpse our shared sacred challenge, visioning for FutureFullNess for our descendants, for and with Mother Earth, within our shared cosmos. We invite all to continue to journey with us, to grow, to be more enlightened within all our relationalities, all our responsibilities, and to become more rooted, more grounded within Mother Earth, and to be more collaboratively connecting within our shared healing journeys. Collaborative and communal sustainability will empower all to be, to become more able to respond, to relate, to root, reach, and grow, to heal and transform. One of my personal favorites, We as Forest. And the fun of this one is I can read it on one side and show it on the other. Within forest, within life as medicine. Within all healing heals all. We are rooted, reaching together. We remember, we are kin. Within forest we know, stillness is not still. Silence is not silent. Heartbeat of Earth Mother sounds within. Throb, throb, throb. Slow, slower. Low, lower. Life is a constant ebb and flow. Up high, down low. We lose lost connections. We find found connection. Shadows merging, emerging light brings the light. Flickers, flows, glows. All at once we knows. As above, so below. As within, so without. Roots, hair, twisted, beaded, braided beneath. Arms, trunks, reaching, leaching, teaching above. Round and round, energy flows. Round and round we go. We glow. Releasing, receiving, respectful, reciprocal relationality. Interdependence is our ancestral, sacred, matriarchal law, always balancing, harmonizing, integrating, celestial and earthly. There is a pulse of life, our life as our medicine, that flows through us all, big and small, short and tall, continuously guiding, transforming, healing, and connecting us all. Winter, spring, summer, and fall. If you want to connect with Life is Medicine more, you can go to our website and also our Kickstarter. We're trying to reach forward to our audience to be and get some help with the publishing process.
The links for the Kickstarter, go to Kickstarter, Life is Medicine. You'll also find it there. Thanks, everybody, for being here.
Bye for now. Blessings on everyone.